by Dianne Kirkland Warren, a pioneer in the game of women's basketball. Almost didn't happen, though. Tell me a little bit about your hesitation to join the All-American Redheads.
I was a senior in high school, and I had plans to go on to college. And a representative from the All-American Redheads came to my high school and interviewed me and offered me a place with the All-American Redheads.
Now,
And
were you playing on a high school girls team at that time?
oh, yes, I was. In fact, the year I graduated, I averaged 35 points a game that year. And my school, in a very rare and sentimental move, retired my jersey at the senior athletic banquet that year, and it was placed in the trophy case before I left.
So that's really interesting because this was at a time where there weren't nearly as many teams. What do you think accounts for getting the opportunity to do that? What about the town made it possible for women's basketball to thrive the time it was?
In my hometown, you're asking? I think it was the fact that girls wanted to play basketball, and we loved it so much that we just made it happen. And so girls basketball in South Georgia, where I grew up, was very competitive, and we were great basketball players.
So tell me a little bit about your game. You're averaging 35 a game. How were you doing it? What was your MO at on the court?
Well, let's see. When I was 9 years old, I fell in love with the game of basketball. I have tried to figure out why. I have never found the right answer for that, other than I just love the game. And when I got to high school, my high school coach realized that I had a talent that needed to be developed. So he started working with me. He taught me how to shoot a jump shot, how to shoot hook shots left and right, how to play the fundamentals. He taught me the fundamentals of the game. He told me one day, he said, "Dianne, I'm going to make a terrific basketball player out of you. You had to have the drive to do it. You had to have the love for the game, and you had to be willing to sacrifice." And my sophomore year, I averaged 23 points a game. My junior year moved up to 29, and my senior year to 35.
Who would you compare your game to among the active players right now?
Oh, UConn. I loved to watch them, and they're a terrific team.
So you get the opportunity to play finally. Take me through what that moment is like. You're just playing high school ball in South Georgia. Suddenly you're a professional player. What was that transition like?
It was quite a transition because when I was in high school, we played half court. Now, my senior year, we went to 2 players roving the court, which we did play the full court, but there were only 2 of us doing that. So when I joined the professional Southern Bells, we were playing by men's rules all the way. And it was quite a transition. We had to be in shape, and when I reported for training, we went through very intensive training, 2 and 3 times a day, 2 hours each. I had blisters on my feet. I was so sore I could hardly move. I didn't think I would be able to get out of the bed.
But you're doing this, but you're also at the same time traveling in a car and a coach. I mean, you're not. This is not the flights of today.
No, it's not. You had to love the game to be able to keep the pace that we kept. We traveled an average of 300 plus miles a day, playing basketball 7 nights a week, twice on Sundays, and it was quite a schedule. We had to be very organized and very in shape to keep the pace up. It was a grueling pace, very grueling pace that we had to keep. We were up and running early in the mornings, packing the car. We knew exactly how our luggage was to be packed in the car. We took naps sometimes in the car because we needed our rest.
Right. When you think about the talent from that time, how much, when you look at the differences in opportunities, does it strike you that women lost the chance at the time of your generation to do the kinds of things that we're able to see at Connecticut, that we're able to see at the other major college programs and throughout the WNBA?
Absolutely. We were ahead of our time. We had great basketball players. When I graduated in 1968, there was no girls college basketball, maybe just beginning a little bit. But in 1972, when Title IX was passed, that gave girls the same opportunities as it did guys to play basketball. So college basketball for women at that time was born, but it was after most of us.
Do you ever think about, and with a mixture, I would imagine, of regret and satisfaction, that you helped pave the way for this, but at the same time, we'd be watching you on national TV if you were a senior in high school averaging 35 a game.
That is true. We were definitely ahead of our time. And it's sad in a sense to think of it, but it's rewarding at the same time to know that we were, that we did help pave the way for what women's basketball is today.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your story with me, and congratulations on an amazing career.
Thank you.